as part of our tour 35 years ago, back in 1989. And it just reopened this spring for the 60th anniversary of our tour with a complete Hollywood makeover, bringing all the props and filmmaking equipment into the 21st century. And our Earthquake attraction is based off the movie Earthquake. Came out in 1974 and was followed in 1975 by Universal's very first summer blockbuster, Steven Spielberg's Jaws. We're taking a trip to Amity Island, but ignore the beach closed sign on the left. Obviously, they had a problem a while back with a shark, but it's all been cleared up. Our crew went out, they caught the shark. I did hear, though, they might be doing a final sweep right now, so if they do pop up, let's give them a big wave hello. Do you see anybody? Oh, look, there! That's not the crew, that's a fin. Oh, that's a big fin. Is the crew still out there? Oh, hey, buddy, you need to get back in your boat. Like right now, to get out of the water, there is definitely another shark, and it's huge. I'm telling you, man, it is headed right towards you. You need to get back in the Jill. He's fine. He's okay. Don't worry about that. You know what? Nobody look over there. We're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna go. All right. I guess we're just gonna go hide behind these giant, highly flammable barrels of gasoline. Seems like a good idea in an emergency. We did put some bait in the yellow barrel, so hopefully it'll... Oh. Okay, took the bait, but that took the fear. Alright. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking out here. I don't even see the shark. Do you see the shark anywhere? You know what? I bet that fire scared them off. Wow! Maybe not. Just met the literal biggest horror icon of the 1970s, Bruce the Shark from the movie Jaws. When they were filming Jaws, Steven Spielberg started to call the shark Bruce because Bruce was the name of his lawyer. Now, luckily for him, his lawyer worked a lot better than the shark did. They tested the shark in a freshwater tank and he worked perfectly. Then they filmed on location at Martha's Vineyard, and nobody took into consideration the fact the salt water could act differently. So when Bruce was in the water, the salt jammed up all his gears, and he sank to the bottom of the ocean by the end of the first day of filming. All right, guys. Anytime you have water in a scene, though, it can pose some extra challenges. Like, just about anytime you see a big rainstorm on screen, we have to make it ourselves. So we're going to show you how in this area we call Old Mexico. And to help us out, we got today's show co-host and everybody's favorite weather anchor, Al Roker.
Time for my favorite part of the tour, weather. When it comes to film and TV, it is truly a special effect. In fact, to demonstrate how weather effects are created, we debuted our first major attraction here on the studio tour way back in 1968.
So to make our rain effects, all we have to do is take sprinklers, kind of like a high-powered version of what you'd use to water your lawn. Then the trick is, instead of spraying this water straight down, they'll shoot the water up into the air, so that way it can fall naturally to earth and look more like real rain on screen. We just put some big strobe lights out here to give us the illusion of lightning. The dry areas out there too are on purpose. So we put the camera, the crew, the equipment, it keeps all of them from getting wet. The only problem is, sometimes if we let these rain effects run a little too long, it can cause a flash flood. Look out! Underneath that bridge where it pumps back up to the top of the hill so it can be released and recycled over and over for the tour. But it's not just the tour, that is a real set. You know, Lady Gaga filmed a music video out there, refused to use a stunt double, got hit by all that water, and just kept on dancing. I know, right? It's like, we get it, Gaga, you're amazing. This is how it looked in the movie Big Fat Liar with Oscar-nominated Paul Giamatti, just nominated this year for The Holdovers. By the way, Big Fat Liar is such a fun movie to watch after you take the tour, because it filmed all over the lot. You'll recognize just about every single set in this movie. And we really do use all of our lot for filming too. Obviously, we created the Jaws attraction just for our tours, but that whole area is a real set. We've used that multiple times. In fact, you see where it says Cabot Cove on the side of that dock? It's because that was once Cabot Cove from Murder, She Wrote with Angela Lansbury. Oh, happiest show about murder ever. Over on the right, you're gonna see the Chicken Ranch. That was once Miss Mona's Chicken Ranch from the movie Best Little House in Texas. This is where Dolly Parton famously sang, "I Will Always Love You." And coming up on the left, you're gonna pass a street we call our Colonial Street. Filmed things out here like The Burbs with Tom Hanks, Casper with Christina Ricci and Devin Sawa. It was once Nellyville for Kelly Rowland and Nelly's music video Dilemma. And if you were a fan of ABC's Desperate Housewives, that was once Wisteria Lane. Now just past the street on the left, you're gonna see our Line Estate signs from Back to the Future. Steven Spielberg actually produced Back to the Future, so pretty fitting. We're driving on Steven Spielberg Drive right now. We love him here at Universal. He loves us too, not only because he's created some iconic Universal films, because he got his start here when he was only a teenager, basically just by taking a tour, kind of like you are right now.
My entire career began with my relationship with Universal Studios just as a high school kid on a tour bus. Remember, in those days there weren't trams, there were buses called the Gray Line Tour Bus. And I was so excited and thrilled to be on the lot. This was my first time ever on a movie studio lot. And during a bathroom break, I hid in the bathroom, and when everybody left to get back on the bus, I waited another 15 minutes until I'm sure the bus left, and then I had the entire lot to myself that day. And in those days, movie lots were so crowded because all movies were made on film lots. Today they're made all over the world, on locations, but most of it was focused in those days, in the 60s, on the film lots. So nobody noticed me when I was going around from soundstage to soundstage, and I really felt, in my own young way, I owned the lot and had the most amazing day of my life.
He also created some of the most amazing Universal films like Jaws, and we'll tribute to over here, our Jurassic Park too. We have our vehicles over here, some from Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. These are all the screen use picture cars from these movies too. Like the Flintstones even have the vehicles from the Fast and the Furious franchise on the end here too. And Steven Spielberg is just one of the iconic directors who's worked with us throughout the years. Another one of our favorites, Sir Alfred Hitchcock, filmed Alfred Hitchcock Presents out here. Get your cameras ready because on the right, we're checking out the Bates Motel and the original Psycho house from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. And while we've been celebrating the 60th anniversary of our studio tour, the Hollywood sign has been celebrating its centennial. We worked with Hollywood's Chamber of Commerce and created our own official scale replica of the Hollywood sign. You'll see it over here on the left. Bringing the LA icons right here to our park. And talking about iconic, again, over on the left, we are passing the original Psycho house from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Oh, no. Okay, didn't know Norman Bates would actually be here. Hey, Norman, we're just passing by. You can ignore us. It's like we're not even here. Norman. I don't like the way you're looking at the tram, buddy. Okay, he's got a knife. We're just gonna get going. Norman, stay away from the tram. Oh, that was almost a complete disaster. In fact, that was almost as big a disaster as the epic disaster site from Paramount Pictures, War of the Worlds. It's not surprising. This is one of the most incredible sets ever constructed. This whole thing was dreamt up by Steven Spielberg, one of the greatest directors of all time. And he got one of the greatest production designers of all time, Rick Carter, to execute his vision for this set.
The airplane that crashed is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steven had.
You sit down, we're talking about War of the Worlds. I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
And yes, that is a real 747 that they brought out here just to be ripped apart and destroyed. Planes have a certain number of miles they're allowed to fly before they have to be retired. So they got this from a retired airplane graveyard out in the Mojave Desert. Since it doesn't fly, they were able to get it for only about $60,000, which for a giant 747, that's a really good deal. The problem is, it costs them over $200,000 just to get it out here. So, yeah, they get you the shipping they want every time. Over $250,000 was spent on this set. Less than 5 minutes of screen time. The whole thing was basically just for this one scene. This is a perfect example of production design made to look like an extraterrestrial alien invasion. Another great example is Jordan Peele's movie Nope. That movie is fantastic. Visually, it's absolutely stunning. Shout out to their production designer, Ruth DeYoung. Just got some love at the Oscars this year for her work on Oppenheimer. But not only does Nope look fantastic, the sound design is incredible. Because Jordan Peele knows sometimes what you don't see on screen can be scarier than what you do. They use our sound design to stoke your imagination. So get ready, because we're about to check out both.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible mission and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Planet, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky G. Park. Over there, look into the Winking Well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Sharing. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Why? A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. So live. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy of a gold rush frontier town lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center of the UFO hotspot. Welcome to the world.
Now close your eyes. Imagine an alien invasion knocked out of the power and they're ripping everything up. Listen to how just the sound design can make it feel like things are moving around us, even though nothing actually is. In the desert, but Jordan Peele loves Universal and all of you so much. They painstakingly took each piece of the set, brought it out here, and reassembled it exactly like it was from the movie, just for our tours. Speaking of which, this is the perfect finale for our tour at the fictional Jupiter's Claim theme park from Jordan Peele's movie Nope. Because now we're going to be heading back to our real theme park. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought we were going back to our park. This is actually the garage where we work on our Fast and the Furious vehicles. Not totally sure what we're doing here. Give me just a second. I'm just going to call this in. Just remain seated. Hold on to all your stuff. Hey, dispatch. Yeah, this is Elena and Jessica. We just got rerouted to the Sullivan garage. Hello, Burgess? I mean, yeah, I guess if I'm not loud enough, I can just ask the tram. Okay. Okay, cool. We'll try that. Thank you so much. Alright, apparently we're supposed to let them know as soon as we get here, but I'm probably not going to be loud enough by myself. On the count of 3, let's all just yell, "We're here." 1, 2, 3!
Buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you. Sean for a while.
This is awesome. These guys had a race earlier today and won. They are famous for their race day after parties. I mean, these are like the premier parties in LA. Usually, it's impossible to get an invitation. But it looks like we just got added to the guest list. Here we go.
Everybody out! FBI! Turn that music off!
We just got here. Oh, come on. Didn't Roman just say he was going to meet us in here? Hey, Roman, what's going on, man?
This is what we doing. This is the race day after party, and where the other?
Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move.
Bill,
That's right, party's over.
you know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not.
You're under arrest right now.
Hey, let's back up a little bit. Got it. It's lightweight. First of all, I don't work for you.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. Cop, I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours. Hobbs, escort this novice out. Let's go, Cookie Puss.
You got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of something.
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back. It was on vibrate.
Shaw traced us. Hobbs can't hold him forever. Letty, Roman, we're up. Driver, move that vehicle.
Oh, okay,
It's
well,
about to get real interesting.
tell you what, you still have those 3D glasses, right?
All warmed up.
Go ahead, put on your glasses. Conveniently, they double as protective eyewear, so they should help keep us safe, just in case we run into any issues. Hey, don't worry, we should be fine. We're gonna go hide in a secret underground level of the Jurassic parking structure, so I don't think anybody will find us in here, but just in case. Everybody has on glasses, right? Good, so we'll all just remain calm, remain collected, and remain seated at all times with our arms and legs inside the vehicle, holding on tightly to all of our belongings so we don't drop anything, and making sure the flash and our cameras are on.
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried!
This is our turn.
After them!
Okay, guys, it's showtime. Focus,
could be as awesome as our driver, Jessica. Everybody give it up for Jessica! Once again, I've been your guide, Elena, and that has been fantastic. We hope that you enjoyed your tour. My co-host, Jimmy Fallon, also wanted to say an extra special thank you to all of you, too.
Over the past 6 decades, the studio tour has taken guests on an amazing behind-the-scenes look at a movie studio in a way that only Universal can. I hope that you had a great time today, and on behalf of everyone at NBC Universal, thank you for joining us to celebrate our diamond anniversary. Here's to another 60 years.
Thank you so much for celebrating 60 years of the studio tour with us. And our anniversary is extra special to us because the studio tour is where it all began for Universal Destinations and Experiences. And from our first 2 glamour trams traveled around the studio lot in the summer of 1964, we've developed into so much more, including 7 parks entertaining millions of guests every year, and the upcoming Universal Epic Universe opening in 2025. All the fantastic studio tour ambassadors, drivers, guides throughout the years who have all helped make the studio tour world famous. From our first 4 guides and drivers to the hundreds of team members who support the tour today. Big shout out to our annual pass holders. Thank you so much for coming back and visiting us. And if you're not an annual pass holder, just check out the Universal box office near the front gate. I'll tell you how you can upgrade today's ticket to an annual pass, so you can come back, hang out with us all year long. And if you wanted to get any of the NBC Universal productions you saw on your tour, just check out uphe.com or ask at any of the retail locations throughout the park. They'll give you the hookup too. Now on the right, we're seeing one last gorgeous view. This is of the San Fernando Valley and some of the other studios. That's Warner Brothers down there. ABC Disney's right behind them. We like to say they're all down in the valley, looking up at us. I'm kidding, we'll work together, we'll get along. Oh, by the way, here's a really good tip for you too. If you download the official Universal Studios Hollywood app while you're here today, it gives you all the most up-to-date wait times for all the rides directly to your phone. It makes it so much easier to plan the rest of your day. It'll also let you know what time the park is going to close. It'll be at 7 p.m. this evening. And it'll let you know what time the Waterworld shows are going to start. I definitely recommend checking out the Waterworld show. It is awesome. It's a big live action stunt show with some of your favorite stunt artists from some of your favorite TV shows and movies. But on behalf of Jessica, myself, Elena, and all of us here at Universal Studios Hollywood, we hope you enjoyed your exclusive behind-the-scenes experience that's been 60 years in the making. As we say here in Hollywood, that's a wrap.
So many times since I was a kid, and I just loved it every time.
The first time I ever went on the Universal lot
and did the tour.
I grew up in Los Angeles, and that was like the place to go and see Jaws.
I got my introduction to Universal Studios through the tours, and then being in the movies and seeing the trams drive by, it's very overwhelming.
One of the coolest things actually about shooting for Universal is not to get shoot on the lot. Many of the movies like Favorite Jaws, Flash Flood, how much trams are riding around. It's the coolest thing ever.
Thank you so much. Back then, tram drivers were kind of a little recklessly crazy. There was no restriction on cars going anywhere. We used to drive all over and deal with them.
I have so many amazing memories of the lot and shooting Back to the Future.
Being here would be back in time.
The tram would come through, the tourists would see Michael J. Fox, and they're taking a camera, snap, snap, snap. So one day, Michael J. Fox had his own camera, and every time the tourists came through snapping their pictures, he ran out and he started taking pictures of them.
Be sure to watch your arms and legs when our phenomenal studio tour ambassadors come and open up these gates for you. And let's give a huge round of applause to